Okay, we're switching up the TBR for a little bit for a very special readathon. Hey everybody, this is April. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to if you've never been here before. I am going to be participating in the Once Upon a Readathon Treasure Island version that Hannah Blackwell is putting on in the month of June. It is an entire month-long readathon, and you can join 4 different teams. I'll link down below my last video that I talked about this on, as well as Hannah's video going over all the rules and all the things. But basically for this readathon, you can choose one of 4 teams, and the teams are the dragons, the djinn, the merfolk, or the pirates. I am team pirate. I love pirates. I have scoured the internet for a ton of just straight pirate romances of all kinds. I am a romance reader, so that's what all of these are gonna be. I have a giant list. And I'm not gonna have a solid TBR. I'm basically gonna mood read off of this list as much as possible. However, I thought maybe you guys might be interested in some pirate romances as well if you join our team. If you're not on our team, you can also use these books to attack us with. So I'm gonna get into it. Let's go over the pirate romances right now. So I think what we'll do first is we'll go over Kindle Unlimited books and then any non-Kindle Unlimited book. So I have a lot of books to go over, so this video might be a little long. Get your drink, get your water, hydrate, and let's kind of discover all of these pirate romances again with me, because I wrote them down, but I forgot already what most of them are. So the first book on my list is Scars of Salt and Silver. Fantasy romance on this one. It says, what would you do if you lived in constant fear of your past? Haunted by the pirates who burned your city, exploited by the people who pulled you from the ashes. Freya carries a life debt to repay her saviors with secrets. However, every desire there is a price to be paid, and when an unruly sailor asks Freya to draw a map, she sees an opportunity to settle the score of her life. I think it sounds amazing. It's a slow burn romance, enemies to lovers, adventure, morally gray characters, and worlds creeping with forgotten magic. I mean, to me, it sounded great. It's 373 pages, so a little bit longer. However, right in that wheelhouse for me at between 300 and 400 pages, I think makes a great book. So on the list. The next one on this list is I'm cheating a little bit, called Sea of Darkness. This is not a KU book. However, it was on Kindle for $0, so I downloaded it. Hopefully it's still there. This is by Isadora Brown, and it says Sea of Darkness, a vampire fantasy romance with pirates. Don't say anymore. I clicked download out to instant download immediately. I need to know what the heck this is. It's under 300 pages, so you've got that. Ooh, it's more contemporary. Okay. It's more urban fantasy on this one. So if you like paranormal, urban fantasy, maybe this one will be for you. Okay, the next one on my list is called Under, and it is a Why Choose Shifter romance, and it's part of the Pirate Cove Academy series. So this one I think also has merfolk in it and a lot of other creatures. Yeah, mermaids have always lured men below the waves. I prefer to lure them beneath the sheets. I was born to be pretty, to sit on the throne and point my finger in command, but when I spy a pirate god skinny dipping in the bay and learn of all the things I can do with a new pair of legs, there was no way in hell I was going to resign myself to a life on the throne. I just love the idea of this Pirate Cove Academy. Again, under 300 pages, and it's Why Choose. Love a good Why Choose. So if you're team merfolk, this one also may be for you, since we're allies and everything. I'm kind of interested in this a lot. So the next one is a time travel romance, and it's called Swept Away. I really just kind of loved this cover, and it's by Camry Solomon. Again, I have never heard of these books. This is all just from a random search. However, it says, when an accidental death occurs in the pit, Fulfilling the prophecy that 7 lives must end before the treasure can be found, the search kicks into high gear. Just as she's about to discover what's truly hidden beneath the island, she's swept away and taken back into time to the year 1695, carried off by the pirate Tristan O'Rourke, a rogue Irishman with more than his share of secrets. Just over 300 pages. I think it sounds good. So the next one I found was called Siren, a dark pirate fairy tale reimagining, and this is by R.J. Lewis and someone else. It says one more. This is a standalone dark fantasy romance reimagining The Little Mermaid. I mean, with The Little Mermaid coming out, I'm just like, I'm like everybody else. I'm like, can't wait to watch the movie and everything like that. I love The Little Mermaid. Captain James Erickson was once a prince, but is now accursed and bound to the sea. But nothing could have prepared him for the storm that took his entire crew, a storm conjured by a siren, a creature believed to be extinct. Consumed by revenge, Captain Erickson is determined to find the siren who destroyed his crew, but when he captures her, he finds himself inexplicably drawn to her. Of course, because she's a siren, duh. This is a long one, 464 pages. If you can read really fast, I suggest picking this one up. Okay, the next one I had found on Kindle Unlimited is Pirates Witch, and this is a dark, why choose, male, female, piracy romance. It says racy retellings you never knew you wanted. Are they? I don't know. This is a dark, spicy, why choose romance reminiscent of Pirates of the Caribbean with a dash of Treasure Island and a hint of Peter Pan. Ooh, being captured by 6 handsome men is the opportunity to indulge in certain needs and fantasies she's always had. Oh, there is a lot of trigger warnings. A lot of trigger warnings. This almost seems straight erotica, is it? Oh, it is straight erotica. So there's not going to be like a ton of plot in this, and it is very long. 379 pages for erotica? Really? What are they going to be doing? I'm scared. I'm a little scared. I don't know if I'll actually get to this one. I want a dark romance, but I actually do like a plot, so. However, maybe you are down for this, and that would be totally cool. If you read this, please let me know. So the next one that I found on KU, I actually just love this cover, and it says The Lady and the Pirate, a sexy pirate fantasy romance. This is a book 6, so I really hope that it could be read as a standalone, but I'm kind of just obsessed with this clinch cover and then the crazy like 80s floating head in the back and the pirate ship. Like, it's giving. A swashbuckling fantasy romance begun on the high seas but sealed in the king's court. If you like magic, political intrigue, and sexy pirates wrapped up in an adventure on the high seas, then you'll adore this. Okay, yes. And again, 213 pages, so novella length. I'm kind of down for this. I'm really down for this. The next one is one I saw a few people were going to be reading, and this is by Sea and Sky, and this is by Antoine Bendel and 3 more. So multiple authors, I don't know. But this has to do with pirates and then also sky pirates. The sickness was severe and there was one known potion that could save him. Was piracy the only chance they had? This adventure inspired by the West Indies, the Swahili coast, and Arabia because Zala will encounter ruthless raiders and arrogant aristocrats and imperial secrets. It will keep you turning the page. 400 pages on this one, but this one sounds so freaking good. So this looks really good, and this is a Black author, so you will get extra points for BIPOC authors. And this just sounds a little bit different than, you know, the standard European pirates. So yeah, definitely on my list. The next Kindle Unlimited find is Taken by a Ruthless Pirate, Fate of the 10 Realms, Book 3. He saw through my disguise and now he's using it against me. Darn him, darn him. Ooh, a sexy, rough human pirate. Well, is there other kinds of pirates? Oh, she's a vampire. More vampires and pirates. We need more of these, okay? More vampires and pirates. I'm down for this. So the next find is Escape the Sea, Saved by Pirates. And this is by G. Bailey. This one has, I think, a lot of books too, and I kind of really love all the covers as well. Very fantasy romance-esque. The sea is lost. Pirates are death. Yeah, they are. Cassandra should have been killed at birth, like all the other mortals who were born with powers and who are hunted by the corrupt king. When she is seen for the first time, Cassandra has no choice but to run, and the only place she can go is to the sea, to the pirates, and a certain death. Yes, yes, yes. 17 and over epic fantasy romance for fans of SJM, Holly Black, Cassandra Clare. Yes. Hitting all the notes, I'm telling you. 6 handsome pirates. Is it white choose? I don't know if this is going to be white choose. I don't think so, because it does say teen and young adult. So it is young adult. So if you're looking for less romance, more fantasy, this is probably more one for you. The next one I have on my Kindle Unlimited pirate list is On These Black Sands. This is a slow burn pirate fantasy, and it's more heavily fantasy than it is romance. So just keep that in mind when reading. If you're looking for something maybe with a little less romance, like maybe you're not a crazy romance reader like I am, and you do like fantasy, this one might be more for you. One of 3 heirs, Aoife has prepared her whole life to step into her mother's seat on the council and to help maintain the peace. Soon she will be matched to a pirate lord and begin her life of service in a loveless union, a fate she reluctantly accepts. Oh, I love a good marriage, like a forced marriage type thing too. I love it all. I'm gonna read it. And the last on my KU list is The Sea of Zemira. Again, it says a pirate fantasy romance. This is the first book in a series. It looks like book 1 of 2 by D.L. Blade. This is in the categories on KU of new adult, college fantasy, but also dark fantasy horror. And this is with a siren heroine, and she's stowing away on a pirate ship to go across the sea to find some kind of magic. So there's magical creatures like fae and elves. Ooh, and Captain Lincoln is an arrogant yet handsome pirate. Well, of course he is. Massive waves, sea monsters, dragons arise, a bond no one ever expected. And there are some trigger warnings, so make sure you look into those. This is a longer one again, 461 pages, but honestly, it sounds kind of good. Like, honestly, it sounds really good. So now for my non-KU books, the first one is going to be Crowns of Swords, and this is a female-female pirate fantasy romance. Again, you do get extra points for LGBTQA plus books or Black authors or BIPOC authors. So make sure you like read some of those, because you definitely want the points, and they're awesome anyways. So this says passion meets action in this brand new fantasy romance, perfect for fans of Pirates of the Caribbean who wished for LGBTQ plus representation. So yeah, again, just a little bit over 200 pages. And it sounds really interesting. So the next one is a historical romance, and I again swept away by this cover. Like, I love it. It says No Rest for the Wicked, and this is by Lauren Smith. And the beginning of the synopsis says, a lady's guide to surviving aboard a pirate ship. 1. Dress as a cabin boy. 2. Avoid drinking too much rum when the handsome captain is around. And 3. Do not let the captain kiss you again. I'm sorry, I just adore historical romances and anything pirate related, and it looks like she's on a ship and she's pretending to be a cabin boy. I just love that stuff. I love it. Right around 300 pages, really, really good length for a readathon, and yes, this one I think I am definitely going to be reading. So the next one is a Johanna Lindsey novel. It's A Pirate's Love, and I have been reading a ton of Johanna Lindsey books right now, and they are all just like, they become super bonkers, and there's kidnapping in all of them. And right away in the synopsis, this also says abducted by the bold and handsome brigand. So listen, I have just been a little obsessed with Johanna Lindsey novels, so if you are too, you should definitely try this, especially if you love historical romances. I mean, Johanna Lindsey and pirates and kidnapping just go hand in hand. So this is also one I probably will be reading. And the last one that I'm adding to the non-KU side of this is Silver Tongue Devil by Stacey Marie Brown. This may or may not be on KU, but I don't think her other ones are, so I'm saying it's not. And it says the King of the Seas is back. After the battle to save King Lars and Queen Kennedy's throne against Stavros, a tragic loss shatters what was left of Croygan's heart, and the Silver-Tongued Devil returns to his first love, the sea. Ooh, he's trying to regain his title as King of Pirates. However, he hears of another challenging his claim, the woman pirate known as Puss in Boots. Yeah, I've read a few Stacey Marie Brown books and I really liked them. They're very adventurous, so I definitely wanted to read this one as well. So those are most of the books on that list. There are some other ones, but I've either talked about them before or just ran out of time talking about them today. So I will put in the full list of books that I have on my list in the description below, along with links to their titles in the Kindle library. So if you have more pirate romances that you are going to be reading, please put them in the comments below and let me know which of these sounds most interesting to you as well. Thank you for watching. As always, have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye!